Und damit ein herzliches willkommen und hallo zu weiteren Let's Play Fake Ground Order. Ich bin der Zimmerfix. Beim letzten Mal sind wir hier unterwegs gewesen auf dem Weg nach Gloucester. Wir wurden auf der Menschenfarm ja verjagt von niemand anderem als dem Hound Fairy Knight Gawain. Dieser hat uns hier mit Leichtigkeit bezwungen und nur dank dem heldenhaften Opfer von Tristan konnten wir uns retten. Dieser hat nun hier das Zeitliche gesegnet und wir konnten dank ihm und einem Oberon, der mit einem gewissen Pferde gekommen ist, nun hier entkommen. Das war das Glück für uns. Das Pech für uns ist natürlich, dass wir hier einen unserer wenigen Gefolgsmänner verloren haben. Auf der anderen Seite, Mesh wurde hier zum Child of Prophecy gekündigt, auch wenn sie eigentlich keinen Stab hat, aber nun gut, interessiert schon mal keinen. Kenne ich mich schon mit der Lore besser aus als die Einheimischen hier. Aber nun gut. Zumindest haben wir uns jetzt erstmal als würdig hier bewiesen von unserem Reader Bit. Fragt mich nicht, wieso der wie Lubu aussieht. Aber nun gut, ist halt so. Contract finalized. I'm amazed you took my secret technique in straight like that. You must be a fearsome warrior who has overcome all sorts of harrowing ordeals. Very well, from here on, my legs are yours to command. As long as your path is unavoidable, I'll take you wherever you wish to go. Is this Fey horse the best she had to offer? Maybe Aurora isn't as well liked as we thought. It's probably just that she is too popular. Probably. Anyway, I trust there's nothing else left to say. Yes? Then please take us to Gloucester. Oh, and don't forget to drive safely. I can handle a few bumps, but Maxi, Artoria and Da Vinci are all very tired. No, not to worry. I can assure you that I've never broken a speed limit in my entire life. Los geht's! By the way, everyone, what's with that outfit? I kind of like the old cloak. Oh, this is what I wear whenever I'm gathering information. The Queen's soldiers don't always go too friendly with people asking questions about the state of the fairy Britain. So I try to avoid standing out and dressing in traveling clothes. I see. I'm impressed, Oberon. I'd never considered an outfit like that trap. Oh, I didn't know you were interested in fashion, Artoria. Does that mean you prefer outfits like Da Vinci's then? No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, someone like me dressing like her? That's be laughable. True enough, you're definitely not ready yet. Uff. Hat's einfach mal vernichtet. Okay, that's enough. Artoria teasing von das macht er echt gerne, Mann. Da war's bei Aurora, da war's stimmt, Da Vinci hat sie auch fertig gemacht. Die hat schon nicht leicht mit uns. Maxi, Da Vinci, would you mind telling me how much you learned about Fairy Britain while I was away? Das ist immer furchtbar, Red. And that's about it. The regular occurring calamities, the moss, fairies who minted human societies, the Salisbury rebel army, the Round Table army of Londinium, and the Free Tamlin. I'm impressed. If you already know that much, then I only have one thing to tell you. What's that? Harquim Morgan's objective. As you know, she's been inscribing command spells into fairies, laying magic energy from the most existent stacks, and ending their lives on any fairies who aren't able to pay up. Well, it turns out she hasn't been running such an oppressive regime for the last 2000 years just to maintain her rule over Britain. Her real objective is to attack proper human history and transform it into the land of fairies. She wants to expand Fairy Britain to encompass the whole planet, override proper human history entirely and turn the earth into one giant British Isle. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. It's why High Queen Morgan continues tormenting the fairies even to this day. As you can see, we need to defeat her for humanity and fairykind alike. Nichts leichter als das. Aber was bedeutet Proper Human History anzugreifen? Würde das nicht eigentlich reichen, wenn sie ein Lost Spell durchsetzt? Aber dafür fehlt ja schon der Tree of Emptiness. Thronsaal. Eine riesige Muschel. Kneel, present. Worship, submit. Bow your head, leaders of the 6 clans. Bow your head, 30 ambassadors, 100 officials. You are in the presence of High Queen Morgan. The ruler expands our boundaries. Upon those shoulders all of Britain rests. Hear her words and obey. The same faces yet again. How terribly dull. Offer you neither absolution or salvation. Remember always that all of Britain, down to the smallest people, is mine. Without my protection, the land of Fae would not see the next sunrise. Yes, your majesty. You are ever your humble servants. All of our time is yours. Our loyalty to you will never waver. Very well. Your jesters may stand against the wall. I will now allow each of the clan's heads to speak. What have you to say? Thank you for your generosity, your majesty. Please, allow me to honor the going in first. Ich überlege gerade, von welchem Clan der ist. Wind? Ne, Wind war ja eigentlich Aurora. The council recognized Lord Spriggan, head of the Earth Clan, and Lord of Norwich. Ah! Okay, Spriggan. Das Erdklasse. Ich dachte ehrlich gesagt, da kommt irgendein Zwerg. Thank you, Secretary. According to your observation, Norwich Calamity Pool should reach critical mass in approximately 10 days' time. I'd like to take this time to say that if there were any lords present with property still in Norwich, please come speak to me after this meeting. I can assure you that even if the Moors engulfs all of Norwich, our bell tower will remain safe within an impenetrable fortress made with anti-Moors of iron. If you wish to store your valuables there for safekeeping, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. Okay, das ist eindeutig vom Fang-Clan. It sounds to me as though you don't care if your entire city disappears as long as your money stays safe. The council recognizes Lord Woodward, head of the Fang Clan and Lord of Oxford. My request remains the same as ever, your majesty. I urge you to take this opportunity to expand your army. The Moors continue to grow in number every year, and those Round Table army upstarts need to be dealt with. So I must ask you to increase your human shipment and assign more humans to the barracks. Oh, does this mean the Fang Clan alone can no longer up to the task? I suppose not even the furry ones known as the Sword of Britain, the great Lord Woodward himself, can defeat the spectre of advancing age. Silence, you infant! How dare you to speak to me like that? If we weren't in your majesty's presence, I'd crush your head in my jaws for such indolence. Schau ich diesen Blick von ihm an. Now, Woodward, you should know better than that. Remember, every fairy in Britain looks up to you. The Lord of Oxford, in honor of the restaurant most responsible for our food supply, should conduct himself like a gentleman, right? Right. I know that, Aurora. I do. I'm not the raging frontline fighter I once was. I'm the calm, rational leader of my clan. What a joke! If this is to be more than the usual snipping at each other, would you mind if I excuse myself, your majesty? We are putting up a very rare item for auction today, and I have a lot of work to getting things ready. The council recognizes Lady Murian, head of the Wing Clan and Lord of Gloucester. Murian, okay. Die werden wir bald treffen. I would assert my peace. Neither this Calamity Pool or the Anti-Moors countermeasure have anything to do with Gloucester. So, if all of you twisted furries want to do is argue with each other, by all means do so without me. Then again, Norwich has sent us good products lately, so I suppose we can offer our aid, if only a little. Do give my regards to Count Pepperon, Spriggan. Peppe! Na, das kann nur Skandinavier Pepperoncino sein, unser ehemaliger Krypter. Let him know that if he ever decides to move to Gloucester, he always have a place here. Und da habe ich auch keine Ahnung, wer das sein soll. Lady Knock Na Rip, head of the King Clan and ruler of Edinburgh, absent. Und das? Genauso will ich. Lady Ainsel, head of the Mirror Clan and guardian of the Lake District, absent. Ja gut, im Mirror Clan gibt's ja nicht mehr, das haben wir ja mitbekommen. Und der Night Clan rebelliert doch, oder? At this time, and with High Queen Morgan's permission, the council would like to welcome the Tom Lynn from New Darling... Wieso? Who the hell do you think you are? You think that damn secretary has the right... Achso, Entschuldigung, das ist... Come now, mother. When are you going to stop letting the stupid secretaries run these shows already? Can't you pick someone less hideous? What about a human with their limbs seen onto the wall, or one who's been put on to the guillotine? I swear, mother, you rate her soft on the fairies and humans alike these days. Maybe we need more excitement. Die meistgehassteste. Why so quiet all of a sudden? Isn't your job to kick up a fuss when someone unusual happens? If you can't even do that, you don't deserve to live. Would you rather die to my string instead? Oh, if it isn't Tom and Tristan, how good of you to grace us with your presence. You are a knight among knights who defends all of Britain, and above all, you are the High Queen's beloved daughter. The only one in all of Britain who will carry on Her Majesty's magecraft. There you go, that's it. I knew you could do it if you tried. But I think I select a little something. I've got it. Patheticness. Which is why you three are going to show the other how it is done. My feet, my ankles, they're gone! Go on, jump, let me see you hop around, turn those little stumps. Ich glaube, ich muss ihn wieder burnen. Alright, you're not supposed to spill blood here, and you three are getting it everywhere. Oh, so rude. You've gotten enough blood on the front room floor. Just throw yourself out a window into this pit now. Oh, my body, I can't control my body, no please, stop, there's no coming back from the pit. Somebody please, stop the girl before she... Ah! Ich glaube, ich burn sie, Leute, ich habe Angst vor ihr. Such, nothing but pit. Well, mother, what do you think? Makes the meeting so much more fun, right? What are you doing? That was Camelot's own Minister of Justice. You just threw out of the window. You're a bloodthirsty fiend. Know your place, Tristan. You think because the High Queen took in a low-class fairy like you as her own daughter you can... Silence, Woodwas. This is a family matter. See? Her Majesty lost it. Time for you to learn your place. Sucks to be you. You overgrown cur. Why don't you just retire already? We are way stronger than you ever were. What did you say to me, girl? Stop, Woodwas. Don't let her drag you into her games. You're the head of the Fang clan now. You can't let your temper ruin your reputation. Oh great, Lady Gawain, the hot ass. A little more honest to round out this boring meeting. You're lucky she showed up when she did, old-timer. Just wait, I'll take your feet next time. Give us your report, Gawain. What inspired at the ranch in the south? Yes, High Queen. Some rebels calling themselves the Round Table Army managed to take control of the range. The guards you entrusted with staff were captured, and all the humans attempted an escape. Upon learning of this, I took it up myself to go on and contain the situation, without waiting for your orders. While I succeeded at wiping out the rebels, I'm afraid I had also destroyed the facility and allowed 3 interlopers to escape. I'm also having the escaped humans transported here for a reduction as we speak. High Queen, I'm prepared to accept whatever punishment you deem fit for me. What is your ruling, High Queen? It is alright. In light of your accomplishments at Sheffield, I will overlook your failure today. Lift your head, Gawain. I plan to demolish that ranch in any case. While you did take it a bit too far, you have ultimately saved me the time to mobilizing the Earth Clan. Now, is there anything else you have to tell me? Yes, Your Majesty. One of the interloper was a human you've told us about before. It was the master from proper human history. The master of proper human history? Then Beauregard was right. Beryl. There's more. One of the fairies accompanying the human appeared to be from Fairy Britain. From what I could tell, she seemed to be about 16 in human years, and she uses the same kind of magecraft as you. She what? What are you saying, Gawain? You don't think that fairy is the child of prophecy, do you? The child of prophecy is no more than one of Einzel's delusion. High Queen Morgan is Britain's one and only ruler. How could you believe such nonsense like a common peasant? You are a servant of the High Queen. You should be ashamed.
Oh, quite yapping, you goddamn mutt.
No, Lady Tristan. You can't blame Lord Woodworth for being upset. The Child of Prophecy is also connected to the Titangle incident. After all, you know, the Costa village was harboring her. Well, Lord Woodworth here is the one who razed that village to the ground, though it seems the child herself escaped him. Apparently, there was a girl of 16 with long golden hair who managed to break through the blockade of Fang clan ferries surrounding the village. The soldiers who witnessed it said she fought like a raging storm. They also called her the girl who uses magecraft, the Queen's second coming, and High Queen Morgan's daughter.
Don't you touch my spell, Capeless. That was meant to kill you. A mother's only daughter, got it? I could care less about this Child of Prophecy, but you better not spread rumors like that any further.
These aren't my opinions, Lady Tristan. The Fang clan are the ones spreading these rumors. Still, think about it. Fine upper-class ferries of Camelot. The moss continue to increase in number. A calamity is about to befall Norwich. There's Knock ar Reba in the north, Londinium in the south, and a recent rebellion in Sheffield. And now, we have the invaders from outside the world that Lord Bellegarde warned us about. I don't believe in the prophecy any more than you do, but you can't deny that the pieces are all falling into place. The Child of Prophecy is real. Or at least the common fairies who know nothing of politics believe she is, which is enough. This is no time for our clans to be fighting amongst ourselves. We must put our people's minds at ease. So I suggest we work together to do something about it, starting with the Calamity Pool at Norwich. What say you?
You do have a point. Whether the Child of Prophecy is real or not, we must do something about Norwich Calamity Pool. High Queen Morgan, would you be willing to send your army to Norwich to quell the disaster? I believe Lord Bogart, ruler of Sheffield, made a similar request.
I understand how you feel, Aurora, but we can't send out Camelot soldiers. While I'm certain Her Majesty's troops would make short work of the calamity, sending them out would also leave Camelot vulnerable. Knock ar Reba is constantly on the lookout for any weakness she can exploit. We can't leave the castle unguarded.
I agree. The way things are going now, it's going to be a war of spring and a war of summer all over again. Only this war will be fought between Her Majesty and Knock ar Reba, the self-proclaimed queen. We do have the upper hand over their forces, but only just.
The wars of spring and summer. You speak of the Fey era between the North and the South ferries, yes? Indeed, the Northern ferries have been claiming dominion over Britain for thousands of years. I thought they had settled down and agreed to submit to High Queen Morgan's rule, but it seems they are still up to their old tricks. How to plural? Why can't they simply pledge their loyalty to our High Queen, like we have done? Given the circumstances, I suppose this truly isn't the time to worry about Norwich. Though it pains me to say, this is the Lord. I'm afraid I have no choice but to let my residents die and...
Why not? I will use the water mirror on Norwich. I will destroy the calamity along with most of Norwich, but the bell tower will remain intact. So long as the castle remains, it will fall to you, rebuilt Spriggan. It is time for you to demonstrate once again the skills that enables you to take Norwich from its previous lord.
If that's your will, High Queen. Now, how much can I expect in the way of financial aid?
I will give you 1/3 of the flotsam wasting away in the West Treasury. It is a foreign tourist that has drifted here from proper human history, but you could ask for no greater reward, could you?
Oh, that sounds wonderful, Your Majesty. Thank you, thank you.
But what about the residents of Norwich? None will survive this. Isn't there anything you can do to make them evacuate Spriggan?
Oh, I've been urging them to evacuate for some time now, but they all refuse to leave. They're either too attached to the land, or they love their jobs, or they don't think that the threat is real, or they think the Child of Prophecy will save them, or some combination thereof. As great as my clan can be, it'll be the first to admit they also be a bunch of hard-headed fools. Having said that, where would you propose they go? Salisbury? The Wind Clan city? You know just as well as I do how poorly the Earth and Wind Clans get along. It's a problem not even the High Queen herself is able to solve. It's rare that things like that wrap up with a nice little bow. So no, I'm afraid Norwich is a lost cause. Und da ist ja die diebische Kröte, die wir definitiv in diesem Lost Path finden werden und uns rächen werden. Why don't they come down to my place? We'd be happy to take in any pure refugee looking for a new home. That's just the kind of place New Darlington is. Ain't that right, Lady Spinel? Right you are, Red Barrel. I didn't know you were listening on this boring old meeting. Now, my fair lady, don't be like that. There's nothing boring about it. These clans have agreed to put aside their many differences and focus on what's best for Britain's future, you know? You won't find a more entertaining show anywhere in this country. Not that you'll find any other show in this country either, but still. I've changed my mind. Lady Aurora, let's arrange a time to discuss the particulars of evacuating Norwich residents to Salisbury. This meeting is concluded. Whatever our differences is, I'll gladly take that over subject my fellow fairies to the National Slaughterhouse Theatre. These problems concern Fairy Britain, and we should be the ones to resolve them. Oxford will be glad to take refugees as well. While I can't stand how many rules the Earth Clan's smithing breaks, that doesn't mean I'm about to send them to needless bloody deaths. Die sind ja relativ großzügig, dachte ich gesagt, die sind alle dran. Clashes and neutral stance remains the same as always. Our doors are always open, both to refugees and fairies who are tired of being beholden by their clan's customs. Ha! What, now you guys are all buddy-buddy? I guess you really must hate me, huh? Man, that makes me really sad. You think High Queen Morgan's first ever boyfriend and future King of Britain would get a little more respect? Hey, Beryl, hurry up and marry Mother already. The most powerful fairy in Britain marrying a human? Freaking hilarious! And then you'll marry me next, right? Alter, was ist das? Isn't that what you humans do? Marry as many people as you like? Of course, Lady Spinner, but let's not rush things. No matter how much you may care for someone, the moment they belong to someone else, a lot of the shine tends to come off. There's no guarantee the same won't happen to you. Once you see me as Her Majesty's husband, you might wonder what you ever saw in me at all. So we don't want to make any hasty decisions when it comes to marriage. And who knows, maybe a partner of your dreams is even closer than you think. You don't have to worry about that. There's no one else for me but you. Very well, I understand your concerns. My course of action remains unchanged for my public declaration. At the end of the year 2019, of the era of the High Queen Fairy Britain, the land of the Fae shall rule this very planet. This wall of light that surrounded the British Isle will disappear, and our world shall override the wicked world that lurks outside. Once it does, you shall all be free of the calamities, and the new age shall begin. I shall build the new land of the fairies, and our clan shall die to serve as its foundation. Yes, High Queen, your will is our command. Then there's my decision. Nothing need to be done about the calamity pool in Norwich, so I will not advise its resident to evacuate. Regarding the Child of Prophecy, I will consider the threat she may pose to my rule. Furthermore, once the invaders from proper human history Belgard spoke about are found, they are to be captured and brought here alive. There's something I'll have them to tell me. If the Master Gawain is also accompanied by the Child of Prophecy, so much the better. What was Spriggan, Morian, and Aurora? You're all to assemble a team and begin your search at once. I want to see those rebels and invaders brought before my throne.
Whichever clan brings them to me shall be rewarded with 500 acres of land. This meeting is now concluded. Clan heads, you are dismissed. Tamlin, here's your next mission. As before, you need not search for the Child of Prophecy. I don't get it, Mata. What good are you of those stupid clan heads going to be? I can find a child way faster than anyone, right? All Lancelot has going for is her speed. I can use the infinity mirror you gave me to go anywhere at a moment's notice. There's no need. Leave the Child of Prophecy be. I will send words of my edict later. The rest is in your hands, Tamlin Gawain.
Ein wahnsinniger Haufen.
You heard Her Majesty. Tristan, can you not behave yourself even for a moment? You do know the reason she was so strict with you is because the clan heads were here, yes? She may be our all-powerful High Queen, but she still needs to keep up her appearance. She can't treat you like a daughter at a council meeting. And then there's your attitude toward Beryl. How do you think it looks to the Queen's daughter to be so intimate with a human man, and the High Queen's own lover at that? Have you ever considered the kind of pressures she faces? The kind of thing people say about you, your morals as a knight? Just shut up, you big dumb bitch. Who the hell do you think you are, lecturing me?
Also, sie ist mir definitiv am unsympathischen.
I don't know how you even have time to worry about my rep, seeing how you're always on the lookout for your next little romantic snack. How many lovers have you had this year anyway? For such a big deal, you're a good bed hopping, aren't you? Oh, maybe you could give me some pointers about romance sometime. I guess since you're literally dick into your lovers right after you've got them in bed, it's probably more a matter of filling your stomach than your heart, huh?
What did you say?
Just kidding. Come on, don't glare at me like that. I understand, really. I'm totally aware that your romance are always sincere. I mean, you're so awkward. You couldn't two-time someone if you tried, right? You know, what they call you, Gawain of the many laws, Gawain the big eater. Gosh, you poor thing. Nobody understands you, do they? They have no idea that you only jump into bed with those you really genuinely love. I'm going back to the castle. You should stay on standby until further notice.
Also, ganz ernsthaft, Mann, ich weiß definitiv, wieso Tristan als der schlimmste aller Fairy Knights gilt.
That meeting sucked so hard. I didn't get to spend any time with Mother again. And what was stench was the worst. There's nothing more foul than altar game mixed with bad cologne. Spring Faker's smile made me want to puke. Mirren's goody-goody act was so transparent. And Aurora the worst of all. I wish I had a good excuse to rip her to pieces. Man, I hope she slips up soon. If she just acted against Mother, I could wipe her and her stupid Salisbury out all at once. Hey there, you even listening to me, Beryl? Huh, he's not here. He was right by the mirror a moment ago. Oh, I see. He must be down at the theater. They are doing a show with those humans who you captured over there today. So they make humans fight each other, and the last one standing gets to live. What do you call it again? Gladiatorial games? I used to think it was a pain in the ass, but it's actually pretty fun. Especially the very last part, when you tell them the champion gets to free and stuff. Idiots. As if it would ever happen. Humans really can be so entertaining. Then again, I guess this really isn't the time to be laughing. I know what Mother said, but I can't just let this go. Who does this Child of Prophecy think she is anyway? Everyone knows I'm the only one who uses Magecraft beside Mother. She's only got one daughter, and it's me. No way I can let trash like that live. This is pissing me off. Okay, I know what to do. Times like this, there's nothing better than shopping. Let's see what the newspaper has today. The Knocker Company is cutting out of Gloucester. New brands are coming soon. Huh? So Spring Shop is going out of business. Well, that's too bad. Spring sucks, but the shop at least had a good chat. Oh, bang on. Does this mean it's gonna be replaced by... I knew it. It's gonna be a account shop. I say this for Miriam. She always knows what's hot. Looks like I'll be going shopping in Gloucester again. Plus, she also mentioned that she was getting things ready for a special auction. Fine with me, I'll make it an auction nobody will ever forget.
Ey, also ganz ernsthaft, wir haben hier wirklich einige an Wahnsinnige gehabt. Also okay, Spriggan, sag ich jetzt mal, so dieser typische, ja, der halt so diplomatisch, Woodrose ist ein ehemaliger Soldat, der halt einfach hier eigentlich auf das Politische keine Lust hat, aber sich irgendwann in den Riemen reißen müssen. Dann haben wir halt, also eigentlich lustigerweise, Fahrenheit Gavin, von der ich dachte, sie ist im Endeffekt die am aggressivsten vorgeht, die relativ diplomatisch immer geht und sich zumindest an die Richtlinien hält. Und halt sie, die halt einfach ein sadistisches Monster seiner Spaßmenschen abschlachtet. Absolutes Monster. Und glaubt mir, liebe Leute, sie ist ein Archer. Ich sehe Romulus, ich sehe Enkidu und ich sehe der Kagetora. Wird schmerzhaft für sie werden. Dann siehst du nämlich, wie cool Schmerzen sind. Nun gut, Leute, davon machen wir jetzt erstmal einen kleinen Cut und beim nächsten Mal geht's weiter mit Fact oder Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum